Oh my goodness. This is bad. Again, all of this could have been settled had you just been awake and on your post.
Building surrounded.
Negative K, nothing further. Just see the cabbie on the corner.
I guess this is part two. Um I'm quite astounded at this point, and I honestly have no clue where this is gonna go. We covered in the first video that Clifford T.I. Harris is trying to gain access to his residence through the secured gated community. He caught the guard sleeping, and the guard did absolutely nothing to de escalate the situation. And I would argue that his actions actually escalated the situation. The end of the last video, the guard called 911 because T.I. was walking back without his car. I just, I don't think I'm doing another video like this. This is taking years off my life. So let's see what goes on.
Sir, are you far away from the phone? Because I'm having a really hard time hearing you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, am I on speakerphone?
Hello?
I'm here. Am I on speakerphone?
Uh oh.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I can hear you a little better now. So what's going on?
Yes, I've been threatened by a resident, and he's here now knocking on the door. At the door.
He's been
threatening me
threatened?
and stuff.
Okay.
Hey, you step back there. I own property on here, bro. You work for me. I asked you to step back.
Okay, what's your name?
Yours. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
What's your last name?
Looks like we got some glitching issues here. I don't remember hearing a threat. He definitely told the 911 dispatcher that the guy threatened him. I don't remember hearing the threat. There was some name calling, definitely. But I don't remember hearing a verbal threat.
Jay.
What's your phone number?
They muted out the phone
Okay,
number.
and what is the person's name?
I have no idea.
See, why don't you have an idea? He told you his name 6 or 7 times. You should know his name. And that's what I mean. Like, now it just seems like we're using the police after we escalated the situation. This is not okay.
Do you know what he looks like? Black, white, or Hispanic?
Light complexion.
I'm sorry?
Light complexion.
Okay, so is he black, white, or Hispanic?
I will give you
Sir, sir, what's his race?
Yes, ma'am.
What is his race?
What?
And he's on FaceTime with his wife. Oh my goodness. This is bad. Again, all of this could have been settled had you just been awake and on your post. Because in the beginning of the first video, you can see clearly that the guy was sleeping. T.I. pulled up. He was kind of laughing in a laughing mood. He took a picture or a video of the guy sleeping at his post. Gave his name, gave the residence, and for whatever reason, the guy didn't let him in. So now we're at the point where we're on the phone with 911, and we have an irritated resident on the phone FaceTime, and we have an irritated resident outside of your guard booth now. And I understand that you might not know who this man is. I don't expect you to. Everybody should be treated with the same amount of respect. But he literally told you his name.
Is what?
Is he
Black.
okay? All right. Do you know what he's wearing?
A black striped shirt.
Okay. Do you know if anybody has any weapons?
Driving up is Tip's friend, Marquinarius Holmes, whose arrest you will soon observe. Holmes had a warrant out of. Okay, so we got warrants. That's probably what the arrest. Let's hope that's what the arrest is, and not that T.I. actually put his hands on this guy. This happened some years back, but I do not remember this. I don't remember this at all.
I'm not sure, man.
Okay, do you have any?
Man, come on out here, man. You say what?
Do you have a weapon on you?
No, man. I own property on this property. You have been disrespectful and unprofessional. I asked you for your name and you will not give it to me. Would you please report yourself to me, sir? Identify who you are so I can handle this with your superiors. Who are you, sir? What is your name?
Now, okay. So after the name calling on T.I.'s part, like two people can be wrong in this situation. Let's just be clear. You called this man a HAN a few times. So now trying to go back to the professional side, like all of that's over on both sides. The best thing that could have happened was the guard de-escalated from the beginning, or when you saw the man return, de-escalated again. Because at this point it's just out of hand. You got a very irritated resident and you got a very irritated guard, and the police apparently are on their way. And now you have another friend. Again, if you'd have handled it right the first time, this other friend wouldn't even be here. We don't know who this is. This is what is this, a Nissan Maxima Ultima or something? Pulling up with the do-rag. This could be a crash out. This could be a person of peace. He doesn't appear to be somebody who's come to calm the situation down, is my point. And for what? If this situation goes way left, for what? What are you gaining from it? The only thing that could possibly happen is it getting worse. So try to make it better.
Okay.
What is your name, sir?
So what happened? Like, is there a reason why he's threatening you? Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a reason why he's threatening you? What's going on? What started this?
Again, I still didn't hear a threat. I mean, step outside might be taken as a threat, but I didn't hear a direct threat for you to call 911. We are supposed to call the police when things get out of our control. I don't believe this was one of those ones where we needed to call the police. Do I need to get on the phone with my lieutenant? Do I need to get on the phone with dispatch to get somebody a higher up out here? Look, I messed up. Something. I don't think there was a threat. I think that you talked a lot of bull crap and got nervous when he came back after you talked crap to him and crap to his wife. That's what I think happened.
Sir, what started the argument? Hello?
Bro, did y'all see that? Is he even checking his phone when you on the phone with 911? You still checking messages? Whoever sent me this, okay, I hope you're having a good day. Whoever sent me this, I don't know why you're doing this to me. This is insane.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I'm asking you questions. Do you know what started this?
Can you? Are you trying to help me or what?
They're on the way, but I have to find out what's going on. Do you know why he's knocking on the door?
What's your name,
You to
sir?
come outside?
No, well, he showed up. When I didn't get in and I don't know who he is, and he started cursing at me. No, I didn't, sir. You were asleep, sir. You were asleep, sir.
Okay.
You woke up
drinking or doing any drugs?
Because you were asleep, sir.
Yeah, you was sleeping.
Your post, sir.
Has anybody been drinking or doing any drugs?
Yes, man. Hey, man, what's your name, man? You say what? What's your name, man?
Anybody been drinking or doing any drugs that you are aware of?
No, ma'am. What's your name, man?
Okay, just ignore him, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it hasn't been physical?
Just ignore him. You ain't got to worry about that. He was ignoring him before he was on the phone into his face. So, as you can see, the core reason T.I. is irritated is because he feels that he was mistreated after catching the guard not doing his job. And like he said, he was going to let it go, but the fact that the guy didn't let him in, now we're here. The fact that the guard did nothing to de-escalate the situation we're here. The fact that the guard did nothing to expedite finding out if this man has access to this property. Now we're here. It's a lot of failures on your part. And again, these videos are to critique the security officers so that we can all get better. I personally think that a man of this demeanor does not need to be in a security uniform. I truly do not. I think a man of this demeanor maybe somewhere where you kind of work independently, not too much interaction with the public, warehouse work, things like that, things of that nature. But who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? In most, and we have kind of a little accent here, so maybe we have cultural differences. But in most places in the United States of America, particularly in amongst the African American community, who you talking to is grounds for fighting. That's a call to physicality, and that goes against verbal de-escalation. Please, 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 never take any of this stuff personally. Okay, I've been called every name in the book. I'm okay. I'm a light skinned black man working in Phoenix, Arizona. I had a guy tell me, "Go back to Mexico, N-word with the hard R." That's a level of racism. I don't even understand how you got that. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican American. I'm African American and just really really light skinned because somewhere there was a white person in my bloodline. So that man got so irate he yelled at me, "Go back to Mexico, N-word." You're gonna get called names. You're gonna get talked to crazy. It's part of what we should all understand is the job. It's up to us to maintain that professional composure.
But not at this time.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
Where are you inside?
He's not gonna tell you his
I'm on
name.
the guard track.
The what?
I'm not the main game of the security answer.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, do you want me to stay on the phone with you while they're en route?
Yes, ma'am, you could.
Okay. I will, okay, just keep me updated.
She can't help you, dog. She can't help you, dog. You gonna have to deal with me, man. When it's all said.
All right, now that can be perceived as a threat. That can be perceived as a threat. She can't help you. You got to deal with me. That can be perceived as a threat. But keep in mind, we made the threat call, seems like 5 minutes ago. I just don't know.
You trying to ignore me, but you gonna have to deal with me. You gonna have to look me in my eyes as a man, and you gonna have to deal with me, sir. Ain't no way around me, sir. Ain't no way around me, sir. You will deal with me.
Just ignore that, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
We're playing the victim now. I see what it is. You started something, you were wrong from the beginning, now we're playing victim. And apparently that leads to somebody going to jail.
What you doing, man, is making it worse. All what you doing is making it worse. You could have just said my bad and we could have been home by that night. What you doing right now, man, you making it worse.
The one thing I'm confused of, and again, I don't want to critique T.I.'s behavior because that's not what these videos are intended to do, but he pulled up in, I think it was a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, some expensive car. Where's his car? Did he gain access to the community, park at his house, and then walk back? I'm not sure how this is going. And this guy hasn't said a word to the guard yet, and that would definitely have me on edge.
You making this shit way worse for yourself, bro. I got all night. We gonna get to the bottom of this, bro. Me and you. That family. Whatever your name is. We gonna find it. And me and you gonna get to the bottom of it. You understand me? Ain't nobody gonna get you out of here.
can hear
Nobody.
he's saying okay, so just
Nobody. Oh, okay, man. Okay.
Situational awareness. Now you made it bad for yourself, Ti, because the way that, and this again, you have to be very deliberate when calling the police. The last thing we want to do as security officers is waste police time, and we want to give them accurate information. But now that this man has said that it's threatening me, everything coming out your mouth with your aggressive, I guess, form of trying to deal with this on a professional manner. I apologize if y'all can hear that beeping in the background, but your attempts to deal with this in what you may deem at that time as a professional manner and as your right as a resident is now being translated through that phone as you are the aggressor. Oh boy.
Man, who coming, man? The police coming, your superior coming, what coming? Who coming? Who else on post? Who is your superior? What that mean? I own property in here. You report to me, sir. Who else is on
Oh
post?
boy.
Man, look, man. You want to step out your way, man? Like, I am, and talk about it out there in the street. If you like, we can end all of it, man. We can just talk out here in the street. We in it. Bro, we ain't got to bring nobody else into it. No security and nobody else. We can talk right out here.
can he see you?
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Where's it?
Is he by himself?
No, he had another gentleman had to
Another male is with him?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is he black also, or white, or Hispanic?
Black.
Okay. What color shirt's he wearing?
Black with a black what do you call it? It's called rapper shot.
On his head?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay. And as far as you know, you still don't see any weapons, correct?
No.
Okay. I'm saying hold on just a sec.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we got a surveillance system, so I'm assuming he can see, even though we aren't privy to where T.I. and the second guy just walked off to. Hopefully there's not a third guy coming. This situation has got out of control. Also, I personally would have locked that window and closed it at that point. Even if I was in the wrong and I messed up at that point, I'm closing that window because just looking away, first of all, you looking away from a person that's irritated is a physical issue for you as far as your safety goes, and is actually making them more irate because they're well aware that you can hear what they're saying and you're still ignoring them.
Okay, I'm still here.
Oh.
Okay, we have not said that just pulled up. Do you see him?
Okay, the police is here.
Okay, I'll go ahead and let you go, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right, I'm not going to critique what happens with the police. We're just going to assume most replay part. Let's just see.
How you doing, sir?
What's the problem?
This gentleman right here has been very disrespectful and unprofessional in dealing with me as a
You
land.
live here?
Yes.
Y'all live here?
Yes.
Who lives here? Which one?
We do.
All y'all?
I do. We own a house on 100 Glen Eagle Way.
What's the problem?
We go through here. I caught him sleeping right here.
All right. So again, it's not my job to critique police officers. I was not a police officer, so I won't do that. And we'll just stay out of all of that. But again, this is a situation where you were caught sleeping, and then you handled every single thing after that in the wrong way. It is now escalated to a 911 call and an officer responding. Let me see. We have. What the hell is wrong with the security guard? The security guard is weird. He seems like he's purposely trying to frustrate everyone. The guard know he effed up. Couldn't even answer the dispatcher. As a licensed security officer in DMV with each jurisdiction, this guy literally gives my profession an extremely bad image. I agree with you, Ralston Matthews. Matter of fact. So he admits T.I. is a resident, but sadly doesn't know his name. Guard, are you trying to help me or not? Scared S-less. What I was trying to see, I mean, again, like I said, our actions affect way more than just us. You can see all of these people just trashing the security guard's behavior. What I was trying to see is if I could see a comment that says why they were arrested. Let me see here. You won't even comply with the 911 officer. I mean, I don't see a crime being committed that would lead to arrest. My guess would be warrants. You give your ID to officers, they run a background as they should, and if you have an outstanding warrants, it doesn't even matter if you committed no crime in that one. The warrant is the warrant, and they have to exercise it. Well, any questions? My goodness, please don't send me videos like this. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's something we can learn from every single video that we have available with security's interaction with the public. We can learn what to do well. We can learn what to do incorrectly. In this particular case, remember, his first mistake was falling asleep on post. There's no reason. You have to take the steps to be energized. You have to go to work fully rested, ready to work your entire shift. Sometimes it's understandable if, say, you had a relief call off and they weren't able to replace you. I mean, I've accidentally, well, unintentionally rather, had to work like 16 hours before. But if you agree to it, it's still up to you to keep yourself energized. Stand up, you know what I mean? Walk around. Don't leave your post, but simply just pacing back and forth is enough to keep you awake. And then when you find yourself in a situation where now there's become a verbal altercation, remember that your words hold more weight because your words represent us all. And your words can determine whether or not that person who may be wrong will calm down and everything ends peacefully, or it can escalate and now people can't go home. All right? This is Captain Malik, Desert Wall Security. Go check out desertwallagency.com. And until next time.
We've got the building surrounded!
Negative, K. Nothing further. Just see the cabbie on the corner.